Did you know that your body is home to more bacterial cells than human cells? That's right, you've got trillions of microscopic bugs that play a crucial role in your overall health. Hi, I'm Danny Curtin. Thank you for joining me today. As you can most likely guess, these bugs are called probiotics. But do you really know what probiotics are or what they actually do that's so beneficial? Over the course of this multi-part series, you will not only learn the who, what, when, where, why, and how of probiotics, but you will become an expert in goal-based probiotic selection. You'll know the difference between a genus and a species, which are best, how to find them, and the newest, most exciting research. What the difference is between spore form and live strain, shelf-stable or refrigerated, and the best probiotic food sources. In this series, my goal is to answer any probiotic question you've ever had. So now, the hard part, where to begin? Let's start with identifying what probiotics are. Probiotics are living microorganisms, primarily bacteria, but some are composed of certain types of yeast. These microbes can be found in many parts of the human body, most living in our guts. Both bacteria and yeast, or fungus, are usually viewed as dangerous, unwanted invaders that cause infection and disease. However, our bodies allow trillions of certain types of microbes to live inside of us, and this is what is referred to as the microbiome. Our systems rely on a large amount of healthy chemicals produced by these microbes, so in turn, we give them a safe, nutrient-dense place to live. For example, would you believe that the majority of the chemical neurotransmitter serotonin is created by probiotics in the gut? According to the French journal Biochimie, serotonin, once most extensively studied as a neurotransmitter of the central nervous system, is seen to be predominantly secreted in the gut. About 95% of serotonin is estimated to be created and found in the gut, whereas only about 5% is found in the brain. Wow, so almost all of the serotonin in our bodies is made by the probiotics in our guts. That makes a lot of sense when you think about how down you feel when you have a stomachache. There's even research to back this up. A fairly new study coming out of the Irish Journal of Medical Science reports that psychiatric disorders are more than twice as high in those that suffer from irritable bowel syndrome. The authors state, quote, "The prevalence of psychiatric disorders including anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, suicidal thoughts and attempts, and eating disorders was significantly higher in the IBS patient population when compared to the general adult population." With those facts in mind, imagine how different the U.S. population would be today if general practitioners and psychiatrists prescribed probiotics and other gut health supportive modalities before they started prescribing SSRIs or benzodiazepines, and the assortment of other drugs that treat depression, anxiety, and the rest of the IBS-associated mental disorders. It's really too bad, because all we can do is imagine. So you've got a tiny glimpse into what probiotics are and how important they are for human health. But to fully grasp what they are, you really need to understand how they're named, which will help you understand their makeup and usability. To start, let's talk about the biological hierarchy of probiotics, which is a kind of roadmap for the names and abilities of these microbes. One of my favorite ways to explain this is by analogizing car brands, models, and very specific trims to explain all three levels in the probiotic naming hierarchy. All probiotics are part of a specific genus. This is the first level in this hierarchy. The genus serves as a broad grouping or family based on certain shared characteristics. For instance, you've probably heard of the common genus Lactobacillus. Lactobacillus encompasses a wide variety of different probiotics, which are known for their role in creating fermented foods and for supporting healthy digestion. When we take the car analogy into account, you can think of a probiotic genus as the car brand. For example, let's use Honda. If you have a Honda, you know that it's likely a quality automobile, it's dependable, affordable, and gets good gas mileage. Overall, you have a general sense about the automobile brand as a whole, so you can see the genus or car brand gives us a basic idea of what to expect in terms of certain features and attributes. Moving on to the next level, we have the probiotic species. There are many different species within each genus. One of the most common species that you may be familiar with in the Lactobacillus genus is Acidophilus. You can think of the species as a particular model within a car brand. In this case, let's use the Civic model under the Honda brand. The species classification allows us to narrow down these microbes to a much more defined group of characteristics and features, which sets them apart from other species within the same genus. You can see this difference when you compare the species Acidophilus, which is great for digestion and overall gut health, with Reuteri, which is much more of an immune modulating species, as it influences the production of anti-inflammatory chemicals. Comparing these two different species is like comparing a Honda Civic with a Honda Pilot. Both are the same Honda brand or genus, but one's a compact car while the other is an SUV. Acidophilus and Reuteri are both lactobacilli, but as you just saw, they differ quite a bit. And finally, the most specific classification within this biological hierarchy is the strain. Strains are specialized subtypes of species that have very unique properties and behaviors. For example, we can have two very popular Lactobacillus acidophilus strains, which look very similar on a product label, but are in fact quite different. One of these is called DDS1, which has been specifically researched and used in products that support lactose and dairy digestion, while another strain, NCFM, has been researched and used for its ability to produce the enzymes azo and nitroreductase, which are associated with the prevention and treatment of colon cancer. Lactobacillus acidophilus DDS1 differs from Lactobacillus acidophilus NCFM in the same way that a Honda Civic LX differs from, say, a Honda Civic SI. Both cars are the same brand and type, but one has more features and a much more powerful engine. So you can see that probiotics of the same genus and species may vary considerably in their abilities. But I do need to touch on the use of specific strains a little more, particularly when looking at a probiotic supplement. Specific strains are only labeled a minority of the time. In many cases, using and labeling a very specific strain is not necessary. Take Bifidobacterium longum, for example. This species is renowned for its wide-ranging benefits, such as improving gut health and boosting immunity, which are common to many strains within this species. In this scenario, the primary benefits you're looking for are provided by the species as a whole. It's a bit like wanting a Honda Civic because you need a particular size car to fit in your garage. Whether this car has leather seats or cloth has nothing to do with your end goal. On the flip side, consider a probiotic like Lactobacillus rhamnosus GG. This specific strain is known for its unique ability to alleviate certain allergies and enhance immune function. Here, the GG strain is critical because it offers benefits that might not be present in all other strains of Lactobacillus rhamnosus. So, while a label that supplies genus and species works great the majority of the time, there are other cases where a very specific health outcome is tied to an individual strain. Once you're able to recognize these distinctions, you can better select and utilize very specific probiotics for your very specific health goals. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it and share it with your friends and family. If you'd like to watch another educational video, click right here. Again, I'm Danny Curtin. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.